Love is our capacity to take care, protect, and nourish. Thich, Nhat, Hanh. Hey ladies, I'm back. Another day, another podcast. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about love, our capacity for love, our capacity to take care of ourselves and others, to protect and to nourish. And this is a very interesting podcast because the way that I decide to create content, I have a list. I have a list of questions that people ask me. I have, stories and things that I'm going through, and I'm just, constantly saying, what do I want to talk about? And today was one of those days where I had a what the fuck moment of like, why did I commit to 365-day podcast? I don't want to do this. I don't want to podcast right now. And I just didn't want to do it. And then I sat with it and I knew that I made this commitment. And I always show up for myself and I try to show up for you. Actually, it's the other way around. I always show up for you and I try to show up for myself, which is why I wanted to talk about this quote today. It was actually, it really hit home because the reason why I didn't want to podcast today was because I felt like I didn't have anything to say. I felt like anything that I say doesn't make an impact. And I know that this is bullshit. So I'm very aware of this. So for all of you people pleasers who are going to now send me a message and say, you're awesome, Heather, you're awesome, Heather, I'm actually not seeking validation. What I'm trying to do is tell you that feeling imposter syndrome, feeling defeated, feeling overwhelmed, feeling, contrast, universal contrast of life is normal. Getting angry, getting frustrated, getting annoyed is normal. And that day is that day for me. That's today for me as I'm recording this podcast. From little things as giving my husband space and saying, go away for 3 days. You need this, knowing that I'm going to be getting out of my routine. From my dog eating my favorite t-shirt to my kids yelling and screaming because, the dinner that I prepared is not good enough. So it's not that I feel defeated. It's not that I feel like all of these things. It's that I'm having a human moment. But this is it. When you are doing everything right, when we are scheduling our days, our months, our years, when we're working out, when we're eating healthy, the reason why I decided to talk about what I am today is because I was like, feeding yourself isn't the only form of nourishment. That was my inspiration. Feeding yourself physical food is not your only form of nourishment. And it's okay. It's okay to have those contrast days. It's actually essential. Because I can sit here going, ugh, I feel a little off. I feel a little yucky. And look back in the last few days and go, but why? What is it exactly? And I might be able to pinpoint a few things that allowed me to feel off. But the beauty of this is I'm feeling this feeling. And you know what? This used to be my constant everyday vibration. I'm feeling it. And I'm like, I know exactly what I need to do to get back on track. And it's not about food. It's not about fitness. It's just other little tweaks, little certain things. But this quote really hit home for me for multiple reasons. Love is the capacity to take care. Our capacity to take care of ourselves as women. We are natural nurturers. We are natural givers. Giver to people, giver to children. What does it mean to take care of yourself? What does it mean to love yourself? Love is the capacity to protect. What does it mean to protect yourself? To protect your energy, to protect your heart, to protect your soul, to protect your mind. And love is the capacity to nourish. So as I continue to live by example, I'm stepping deeper and deeper into the space of leadership. And leadership on a different level, a level that I've never experienced in my entire life. And I feel like this now puts me on a platform where more people are seeing me and looking at me. And I don't feel like I'm above anybody. This is the conversation of practicing what you preach and knowing that when things are off, that is perfectly fine and normal. But the more women I talk to, the more conversations I have, there's this perfectionism. I'm not going fast enough. I'm not doing enough. I read this article and I wasn't doing all 20 things that it told me to do. And at the core of this is we are supposed to live in alignment, and alignment is coming from a place of love. And when you're not loving yourself, you will feel contrast. So this is the beauty. Even though I'm having an off day, even though I feel like my words don't matter, I'm still showing up anyways. Because I made a commitment. I made a commitment to you. I made a commitment to this process. I don't want to fucking show up today. I don't feel like I'm nourishing myself. And literally, this is not a thing. This is not, it's not that I haven't been nourishing myself for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's been 2 days. And so I think back to when old Heather, she didn't nurture herself or nourish herself for months and years. So it's coming back to yourself and saying, who do I need to be today? Where am I at? Taking inventory. Where am I at? What do I need to do today to take fucking responsibility for the energy that I want to be in? What do I need to do to get back to myself? What do I need to do to love myself? What do I need to do to protect myself? What do I need to do to nourish myself? And I'm not bad for being human. There's nothing negative or wrong. It just is. The stars could be out of alignment. The planets could be tilted the wrong way. Just because you are checking off all the boxes does not mean that shit is gonna go your way all the time. So I'm feeling in and I'm like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. This is off a little bit. Awesome. What do I need to do to take responsibility for my actions and where I want to be? I need to shift things up. Great. Do it. Take action. Move on. That's it. That's all you need to do. You need to look at your life, look at the contrast, meaning what you don't want. Ooh, don't like that. Oh, need to stop. Oh, need to take a few steps back. Oh, need to do a few loads of laundry. Oh, need to turn my phone off. Need to make sure my clothes are away so my fucking dog doesn't eat my t-shirt. What do you need to do? Just remember, love is the capacity for self-care, to take care, to protect, and to nourish. And girl, there is nobody that's going to teach your children that if you're not willing to do it for yourself. Talk soon.